All right, what's going on, guys? This is going to be my full review. Yes, full review on the best Forex brokers that you should choose from. I mean, it's actually my opinion. However, I'm not a fan, nor do I recommend any broker that is not regulated. It doesn't matter of their deposit method. It doesn't matter how popular they are. I don't like market manipulation, and you guys shouldn't either. You don't want to go with a broker, in which on their MT4, their price is at like 30, but if you go to like TradingView, price is actually 5. Like, you want to stay fully away from that. Again, it doesn't matter how popular they are. It doesn't matter their deposit method or withdrawal method. You want to make sure your money's protected. So this list is not going to include any broker that is not regulated. All these brokers on this list are regulated. I mean, you guys can clearly see which broker I'm going to start with. So I'm actually going to go straight into it. First broker here is FX Choice. FX Choice is a brokerage firm that's based out of Belize. However, they do accept U.S. clients, which is actually great, the fact that they accept us. So me personally, this is actually my favorite broker. I'm just going to, be biased right now. This is actually my personal broker, not even just my favorite. It is my personal broker. I have my money with them. I have six-figure friend traders who have their money with FX Choice as well. So again, your money is protected. And then on top of that, like outside of the U.S., because again, they accept U.S. clients, but they're not based out of U.S., but they are regulated. They're actually regulated by I think it's, what is it? The IFSC? Yeah, IFSC. That's it. I believe that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. The IFSC, which is that's from Belize, so that's really how they're regulated. And again, the fact that they can take U.S. clients, that right there is a plus. So, all right, so let's go straight to it. So besides that right there, I mean, they have a 4 out of 5 star with Forex Peace Army rating. That right there is not easy to get. So the fact that that's just another addition to what's going on. Also, if you guys well, I can just scroll down and show you. Oh, here we go. It is IFSC, and it says license number. So that's another thing as well. When you have regulated brokers on almost every one of their home pages or their page overall, you're gonna have their license number, and that's how you can tell they're regulated, and also where they're regulated at. That right there is very important. You want to strive away from brokers that don't have their license number, because if they're not regulated, again, there's a pretty huge chance of you not getting your money back. And this actually happened to me. So from personal experience, there's plenty of brokers, actually too, who I had my money with them and I was unable to get that back. So that is a major reason why I don't like unregulated brokers. All right. So also with that, here's the leverage. So their leverage is up to 1 to 200. That right there alone is great. You don't really need leverage more than that. Honestly, guys, you really don't. Anything else is I mean, we all over leverage to an extent. We just make sure that we over leverage to a point where we're getting our returns, and that's the reason why how we become profitable traders. But you don't want to over leverage when you put yourself in ridiculous jeopardy. 1 to 200, that's pretty much all you need. You don't need 1 to 500. You damn sure don't need 1 to 1,000. And anything over that is no. You don't want to get into the habit of keep depositing money. So again, I recommend 1 to 200 leverage max. That's really all you need. So besides that as well, they do have. Wait, let me actually go to range of markets. So they don't just do Forex, which is actually beneficial. You guys can see here, they have Forex, they have cryptos, they have indexes. And the good thing, I'll go back to this homepage, but the crypto that they have to choose from is Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, pretty much the main ones. They don't have Ripple, which that actually sucks because Ripple is pretty much more simple to trade with than Bitcoin, but they have that. And then indexes as well, if you guys can see, they pretty much have the main ones to choose from, which is also beneficial. So I know indexes is becoming very popular to trade with. So again, you're able to trade, futures with that. Also commodities, the commodity they have gold, they have silver, they have oil, and those right there, again, are the most popular ones to trade with. So they have that available. Let me go back to the homepage to show you guys what I wanted to discuss. What is it? Oh yeah, their spreads. Their tight spreads, as you can clearly see, 0 to 0.1 of a pip. That right there alone is great. It's extremely beneficial. Again, so I've personally never had a problem with this broker. Never ever had a problem. Especially when it comes to withdrawal, deposits. Never had broker manipulation. Even if I feel I may have an issue, I mean, you can contact support, and they're literally open and they respond with the quickness. And that right there, to me, that's beneficial, especially they have the live chat. But I don't want to have a broker in which they take hours or a day to respond. I want my answer now, because this is my money. If I'm going to put my money with you, I want you to answer me right away. As you guys can clearly see, no deposit fee, but I'll scroll down and get to that. So they have deposit methods. You can use Wire, Skrill, you can use Visa, MasterCard, Bitcoin, so many things you can choose from, especially withdrawal methods as well. Another thing as well, like that they have, let me actually, oh, here we go. So they have a classic account. All right, I'll do this, compare it. So they have a classic account and pro account. I recommend the pro account. Pretty much it's the same exact thing, but pretty much the main difference that the classic is, you pay the spread, and then the pro is a variable spread. So that's pretty much is the difference. Besides that, everything else is the same. Minimum deposit is $100. And on TradingView, they use FXCM, which is pretty much cool to go to with that. And then lastly, another thing which I really like about this is well, they have a 15% bonus if you guys are interested in using that. However, they do have a referral bonus. So I actually like that. My students, I put the link in. But again, if you guys are interested in FX Choice, I'll put the link in the description below. That's my referral link. Once you get in, you can use your own referral link, and you can actually refer all your other trader friends to FX Choice, and you can get up to $250 per person you refer. All right, so the next one we're gonna go to is Oanda. Oanda is this right here is one of the best brokers to choose from. Some of my personal students, they use them. So again, like I'm not gonna tell my students, and I don't recommend a bad broker to my students. So again, this is one that they use. Now, Oanda, they're actually U.S. regulated via NFA, the SEC, pretty much all of that. I mean, you can scroll to the bottom, and where is it at? Oh, right here. And they have their numbers. So again, that shows you, NFA, SEC. So pretty much all of that is beneficial, again, when it comes to regulation, and you want to make sure that is it. Now, again, since it is U.S. regulated, and that's another thing too, it's not easy to be regulated in the U.S. So when you have a broker who's regulated in the U.S., that right there alone is a plus. It's so much things you have to go through, so many compliances to make sure you're good. And then again, as I said, so since they're regulated in the U.S., the max leverage that they can do is 50-1. Now that right there is like, it sucks, but it doesn't suck. It actually helps you, with trading, so you don't over leverage. You can actually trade correctly. For many people who do want to like overdo it, it's not beneficial. But this keeps you so you don't worry about doing that. Another thing as well, I mean, as you can see right here, they offer only Forex pairs. They don't offer commodities or anything like that. But again, like when it comes to, Forex, they offer over 70 pairs. I mean, that is a lot. I mean, myself, other traders, other my students as well, we don't use like pretty much like the same 10 pairs. Like, no, we don't really use like a lot of the like other pairs. But again, it is beneficial if you want to go that route. So again, like they offer, 70. So I think it's a little more than 70. What I also like about them as well is that you could connect your Oanda to TradingView, like literally on TradingView.com. So that instead of like marking up on TradingView and going to MT4 to execute position, you can mark up on TradingView and you can literally execute your position with Oanda. You can have it hooked up together. Or if you don't want to do that, Oanda, they have their own platform, and their platform is pretty much the same exact thing as TradingView. So if you're familiar with TradingView, you're going to be familiar with this broker as well. Let's actually go more in depth to it. We're going to start trading. All right. So what I do like about it is that like they have their own economic calendar. So it beats you having to go to like Forex Factory, investing.com. You can literally do everything on this one thing. So that right there alone, that is pretty great. But let me actually go to their spreads. Oh, here we go. So their spreads, they pretty much have like, this is up to date when it shows it. So when you go in here as well, it's like it's real time, which I actually do enjoy. You guys can clearly see what spreads they have. Spreads is pretty high. Spreads is pretty high. But again, like this is, U.S. regulated. So, I mean, you guys can see pretty much like a major one, like CJ, 1.9. EJ is 1.6. Let's see, like GJ. GJ is 2.6. So it varies, 2.6. It can range between 2.6 and above. But again, so they just show you exactly what they have when it comes to their spreads. Now, the deposit methods, how do I go to that? Oh, here it goes. Deposit methods, they use bank wire, debit card, ACH, which is, again, all those things are beneficial when it comes with that. So, again, I highly do recommend Oanda when it comes to that. Again, with that, like their order hours of operation, they let you know, exactly what it is. They're actually based in New York. And they also have like, when you can contact them and like and speak to them and everything, which again is beneficial because this is your money. Like you want to make sure you're able to contact your broker, that you're dealing with when it comes to your money. And then the last broker I want to go over is Forex.com. Now, Forex.com, they're also regulated here in the US. I have a few friends who actually use Forex.com and they love it. So I say, you know what? They had no problems with them. And this is actually, again, these are all based off of just research. Besides FX Choice, everything else is based on research. And these are the three that I feel is the best, especially, you could just be starting off, or you could just be like, someone who has intermediate experience, or have like some skin in the game. These are the best brokers that you want to choose from. Now, again, being that they are, hold on, let me show you guys. All right, here goes their number, which is right here. So again, that shows they're regulated. And again, every broker, you want to make sure you can scroll to the bottom and find out if they're regulated or not. And if they're not regulated, again, you want to stay fully away from them. But, speaking of Forex.com, they say that they're the number one broker in the U.S. for Forex trading. I think it's FX Choice, being that, again, you can use high leverage and everything. And that's my personal opinion. But again, so with Forex.com, being that they are based out of US, the leverage that they use, the top is 1 to 50. The minimum deposit, I believe, is $50, which is, I don't recommend that. But again, that is the minimum deposit, so it is beneficial. And let's actually go to the markets that they offer. So they have Forex, they have gold and silver, which is beneficial. They also have futures, which is another thing is great as well. So these are well, I have to go like more in depth with that, but yeah. So they have those things to choose from, which is again that's beneficial. And then like here as well, 80 plus Forex pairs to choose from. Like that right there is like you don't really need that much, but again, you're able to do so. You just know that guys like emerging markets and everything, you're gonna have high spreads. So if you do trade with them, just be mindful of that. But yeah, this is another, just like Owenda, you can attach Forex.com to TradingView. And while you're on TradingView, you can literally just like, buy and sell off of TradingView. You don't have to go to MT4. But just like Owenda, they do offer their own platform. So if you want to do that, you can do that. And like, you don't have to have it connected to TradingView. It is very similar to that. But yeah, overall, so again, guys, this is like in closing, these are my top brokers that I recommend. And again, I only recommend brokers in which your money will be safe. I don't care if you have $100 or even $10, in your brokerage account. I don't care about that. You want to make sure that your money is protected because at the end of the day, it is your money. Like it doesn't matter how much money it is your money. So you want to make sure it's regulated. So I do recommend FX Choice. I recommend Forex.com. And lastly, Owenda.